calling successful lawyers who said you were doomed from the start as retarded when they had you pegged from day one. I hope you plan to apologize to Sean for discrediting his laser accurate prediction. Nick's bullshit. It's going to be interesting to see it play out, especially because none of what you said is true. Okay. Check this out. I'm sitting here getting back to full life with the kids, rightfully returned. They're dunking on a hearing from early June with bad state-appointed lawyers. Meanwhile, I fired them, hired a good attorney, and actually was able to advocate and have the bullshit wound back. This isn't an issue that trial because authenticity of the video. Oh god, the video. Damn, that yeah, that was would be obviated by just getting the original from YouTube. The video's admissibility would stand or fall on any number of other grounds. He just, dude. He knew he was not watching my video. He told the judge he was watching. Yeah, so this was in regards to Nick trying to get this whole thing like, oh, you can't see that video. You see, it was edited or it was on the original, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that didn't work out for him. Okay, cool. Sean and uncivil law are both retarded on this issue. I mean, yeah, Nick, clearly. I mean, as this tweet didn't age horribly at all. This isn't, you know, there's 100% spot on, Nikki. What else? This shows just how much you don't know about the legal issue, and it's maddening because you won't listen to me, and no one else will bother explaining it. Today's, jeez, I can't, dude. I can't. Okay, I get the picture. This guy wouldn't. Bad tweets. Okay, I withdraw my statement. You were actually just talking about Aaron's case where he received your wife's nudes in a highly suspicious group chat you have repeatedly refused to describe the nature of or define your relationship with Aaron to the detriment of your motion to dismiss. It's funny how you brought up Aaron's supposed unreliability as a witness, then dropped the entire concept in your reply after the prosecution double-dared you to elaborate. The diet we have right here. Let me make sure you can see that. Okay. Right now, Aaron should be starting his omnibus hearing. I think people will be surprised by the outcome because they have really bad legal analysis coming from the Kiwi Farms law coach. They have been dead to rights and there's a victim in the crime. So let's see here. Order the defendant's motion to schedule an evidentiary hearing pursuant to a Frank's challenge is denied. The defendant's motion to suppress the firearms is denied. All other omni issues not argued with particularity or otherwise specifically identified to the court as a contested issue at the omnibus hearing, yada, 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 court administration. There's a nice little fucking gif of Nick. You guys remember this was Nick 5 months ago, 6 months ago, you know, something like that. He was on his locals, and he was still mauling about Kiwi Farms, because he really doesn't care, remember? And he told you guys, he said life doesn't work out the way you pretend it does, and I guess now Nick knows firsthand. So that's pretty much the shit talk portion in terms, you know, I leave the expert legalness and the documentation and all that to the professionals. I'm just a shit talker, chat. I'm just the reactionary channel, chat. But man, is it funny. Man, is it fun. Basically, Nick tried to intimidate Sean with shower texts.
All right. No, it's not a shower call.
Text, etc. So Sean went ahead and said that Nick holds no power over him. However, Nick was acting as if he did. And he was trying to presumably intimidate Sean. Something about the Montegraph case, I believe. But let's just let the man speak for himself, and let's see. Rekieta Law versus potentially criminal, the shower calls responding to Montegraph. And this is from September 24th, 2024.
All right. No, it's not a shower call. Oh, and by the way, I think we should address this real quick, by the way. Shower calls. Nick, I know you seem to think that the fact I came to you and was like, I was a little worried initially when Montegraph threatened to come after me because, you know, I made that claim that he had made a stuff film and he hadn't. And as I stated here, I came out here and told everybody in the world I was wrong and Montegraph hadn't done that. I came to you and said, hey, man, number one, I'm going to apologize to Monogram because I feel like I need to do it. Number one, I think I was wrong. Number two, I wanted to give you a heads up because I don't want to feel like I'm sandbagging your case at all. I'm trying to be nice. Using all that, I'm not sure what you think that gives you to hold over me, the fact I'm willing to admit I was wrong on something, but you know what? I'm just going to, I once again, I know you think you're loading up a bombshell full of the finest RDX, but it's, once again, more mouse farts. So I'm just going to walk up to it and like, just turn it off. So there we go.
No, Sean, you don't understand, Sean. God, I really, dude, oh my God, I want Nick to make a stream or a video or try to do anything, bro. It's gonna be fucking delicious. Like, oh my God, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great if he tries. Like, I'm actually hoping, like, to be honest, he tries. You remember when he tried to get that dunk on Null? So he basically contacted Null, started having a conversation with him, right? For whatever reason, Nick was like pursuing Null as per usual. Null responded, didn't really make him look bad at all. And the first thing Nick does, he goes like boots up a fucking stream, gets all these fucking messages. He's like, look, I got that Josh Moon now. Look, chat, we got him. It's like, oh shit, Nick won. And it turns out like, it's like none of that made Josh look bad at all. But like anybody that was drinking the Kool-Aid for Ricada back then, they were like, yeah, Nick, you totally got him, dog. Good job. That didn't end very well. Because I feel like this is just like a deja vu moment where Nick's like, I got you, Sean. You're going down, Sean. We're taking you to Denny's and blah, blah, blah. Whatever the fuck he says. Same fucking regurgitated joke like 20 times. Okay? God, Nick, please try to run with it. anything you do is just fucking just do it, okay? You can own the A logs, okay? You can own all of Law2 if you do this, Nick. All right? There's no doubt in my mind. Oh, and grab a drink while you're at it. You sure as hell earned it, man. 100% the best lawyer from Minnesota. I covered this a while ago. This was when, when it was 7 months ago. So he actually did this thing where he was drunk. As you can see, there's a whiskey bottle in his hand. And he went out for about 30 minutes about how this Kiwi farmer should off themselves, basically. Now, keep in mind, Nick knows that this Kiwi farmer, thought highly of him, had like, issues or whatever, mental of that sort or something. Or so Nick says, apparently. And he's basically goading this guy on to like self-delete for about 30 minutes or whatever. I believe this was because he criticized them on the forum like once, and Nick just went off for 30 minutes. So just to get like an example of why people would want Nick to get pounded by like 10 black guys and shit, it's pretty much probably because of things like this. Like Nick is not the... Nick is kind of malicious, just a little bit, and besides the fact that he like, calls people pedos and, he implies the worst thing. And he's just dishonest, bad fate, scumbag. Like, well, what is the latest thing that he tried to do with Josh after he failed with the text messages and quote unquote exposing Josh, right? After he failed with that, what did he move on to? Oh, actually, Josh likes Shotokan. Wait, hold on. I got to do this in my best Ricada impression. Josh likes Shotokan. He likes little boys. That's what he moved on to next. I shit you not. He did this. What's his other thing? Oh, Sean is fat. Okay, thank you, Nick. Kiwi Farms harbors pedophiles, even though that pedophile was a member of my locals chat and regularly gave me money. Thank you, Nick. Amazing. So it's like I understand it. I appreciate you being a professional and for still having a layer of empathy for this guy. But I think like, again, I am a shit talker, I'm not a professional or anything. And there are people out there that obviously just look at him and they see the kind of behavior that he's exhibited for, man, it's been years at this point. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And then there's some people that just, well, they're not fans of the pain on the children. They're not fans of Nick having, bad substances around the household, the whole polygamy shit, having sex with strangers while their kids are in this, in the other, they're not a fan of that. So If there's anybody that has like this malice towards Nick, or anybody that feels, like, let's just let him go to prison or something, it's probably because of all this shit. You reap what you sow. Whatever you throw into, karma, right? Whatever you throw out there into the world, you get back tenfold. But I do appreciate him being a professional about this entire thing. Continuing to have empathy for Nick, and despite Nick just being nothing but just bad faith to this guy, really, and a dick to the very end. Okay, and that's I think that's been one of Rekida's main issues here as well. The narcissism really takes over. Nick never wants to admit when he was wrong. He'll double down, he'll triple down, he'll talk all this shit. But if somebody legitimately makes a mistake, like for example Sean here, he'll own up to it. He'll take it. He'll retract it, make an apology, a short one. That's the difference. We got normal Chad, human being, professional lawyer. Then we got Nick Rekieta, narcissistic dipshit.